Welcome to Utah! We are officially in Utah. I am so excited. Utah has been on my list for a very, very long time. We are starting this weekend at Antelope Island. It's about an hour north of Salt Lake City. It's known for its wildlife. If you know me, you know that I love nature. I love wildlife. There are bison here, pronghorns, mule deer. So I'm super excited to see what this island is like. Immediately, first impressions is that it's way bigger than I expected. I wish I had my hiking shoes on because I would love to do some of these trails. Coming in was such an amazing view, but the bugs, I had read online about the gnats and the bugs, whatever they are, being pretty bad in the summertime, but I just didn't really think much of it. The bugs are insane. They were swarming our car. If you stand in one spot for too long, they are like all over you. We're just gonna drive around. We might do some trails in a bit. We're gonna look for some bison. We are kicking off the Utah vlogs in Antelope Island. Let's go! We're hiking up Buffalo Point to the top of, this little mountain. The views are crazy. Look at this. Checking out the bison corrals, which is where they take the bison. If the population's getting too big on the island, they have to sell them or auction them off, so they bring them here to kind of ship them off. But we were up here checking that out, and we drove up this hill, and there's just one little pronghorn eating away at the grass by himself up here. And I was reading the sign in the welcome center. Pronghorn, that's like their official name, pronghorn. They are related to antelope, but they're not technically antelope. So this island is called Antelope Island, but they don't actually have antelope, I think. I think it's just these pronghorns, but they're not technically antelope. save some battery on the camera, but Antelope Island was so fun. I also wanted to talk about how the bison got to Antelope Island. There was a guy named William Glassman, and he owned bison, maybe bred them, I don't know, but he sold some of his bison to Antelope Island because he wanted to preserve the species and help the population. He sold 12 of his bison to Antelope Island so that they could reproduce and the population could grow. That's very cool. That's how the bison got to the island. Now the population is up to like 550 or something like that. I think they try to keep it around that number. If it gets too big, then there's not enough food, so that's where they auction them off. So we left Antelope Island. We had such a fun day. We had to charge the car. We have an electric car this weekend. That was a disaster. We were having a hard time figuring out the fastest way to get it charged up. It's kind of proving to be a bit of a pain, but it's fine. Now we are headed to the Bonneville Salt Flats. We are super excited for this, and we're going to catch the sunset while we're there. Hour and a half on our way to the Bonneville Salt Flats. If you didn't know, the Bonneville Salt Flats used to be known as Lake Bonneville. The lake dried up tens of thousands of years ago, and as it dried, it left behind a white salt crust. The salt flats make up about 30,000 acres and are one of the flattest places on Earth. Hello again, vlog. It is the next day. We got home super late last night, and then this morning we honestly did not really have plans for today, but we woke up this morning and we decided to come back to Antelope Island. We did not realize how big this island was and how much hiking there is to do. So we decided to come back today, but this time we are hiking ready and we're gonna explore so much more of the island. There's so much of the island that you can't even get to unless you're hiking. This might be turning into an Antelope Island fan club video because we really like it here and we think this is a really cool spot. So we're gonna do some hiking, but of course we have pulled over where the buffalo are. They're in the same-ish area that they were yesterday, and we see a smaller herd coming over this hill, and we're hoping that they cross the street in front of us. After we're done staring at these guys, we're gonna do some hikes.
Dude, I got them running.
We've decided to hike Frary Peak, which is the highest point on the island. will say we're a bit in over our heads. This is like the type of hike you pack a lunch on and bring more than one water bottle for 2 people.
Kaylee, the channel wants to know, how do you feel after doing this hike?
I'm glad I did it. I'm really scared of how to get back down. Had a slight panic attack. For some reason, we just like sent it without being prepared or like knowing what the trail was at all. But that's okay, still did it. I did not feel like carrying my sweatshirt the whole way up, so I hid it in this bush. And I was just really hoping nobody would take it, but it's right here. Yay! She survived. Woo! There's a grasshopper on it. Ew. It's not getting off. Hello again, vlog. We are home, we are cleaned up. Today was really intense. We obviously got some sun. Me and Nick both have farmer's tans. We went back to Antelope Island because we wanted to do hiking. It was about a 6.5 mile hike out and back. We only brought 1 water bottle with us between the 2 of us to share, and no snacks, no nothing, which is just unlike us. We're usually very prepared for hikes. For the most part, it was a really good hike, but the last 0.2 miles was crazy. We really didn't record much of it because I was very much freaking out. I am very scared of heights. I tried to fight it as much as I can, but I mean, ultimately, I cannot deny the fact that heights make me dizzy and I'm scared and I don't do well with heights, but I did have a little bit of a freak out. Nick, of course, was being wonderful and he helped me the whole way. We made it to the summit. It was beautiful. It was so worth it. And we got to see the bison even closer and we watched them cross the road. That was just also so perfect. I'm so glad we went back to Antelope Island today. I honestly think it's a little bit underrated. People should be talking about it more. And there's tons and tons of hikes to do. You don't have to do the crazy one that we did. There's plenty of other options. The bison, you can't really miss them. We also saw some more pronghorns. The salt flats were really cool. Of course, that's like an iconic spot, so we had to check that out. We had a really good time this weekend. That is it for this vlog. We have more Utah vlogs coming, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
No one's being sold. You see that?
Yeah. Wait, you're doing this one?
Yeah.
Oh, there ain't no seat. Bison poo. That means the bison come up here, and we're literally almost at the top of this mountain.
That's the biggest poo I've ever seen.
Where's the bison?
Smell this. This smells awesome. I feel like you don't have a smell.